The year is 1992 and the games industry is abuzz with Nintendo's latest console, the Super Nintendo. I didn't get one straight away, but my friend down the road did, and I recall him having two games to start with. Super Mario World, as you would, and UN Squadron. UN Squadron was based on the late 1970s Japanese anime Area 88, which despite having a North American dub, I can't ever remember seeing. How come it didn't really make it to the UK?
You know, Yoko, I'm getting on in my years, and I feel bad for asking you to help me out with my work all the time.
Don't be silly!
This is about you getting married.
Married?
I thought maybe it was about time.
Well, it's just, I really enjoy this job, and now that I've finally gotten the hang of it, I'd like to think that I've become at least of some use to you.
Oh, for the love of... Anyway, I haven't played this for such a long time, so I jumped straight in. What feels like 5 seconds later, I'm obliterated. And again, and again. Like, I genuinely cannot get how ridiculously hard this is. I mean, I am on easy mode. Eventually another level option becomes available to me, so I decide to try that instead. I engage a giant aircraft and drop what feels like a million bombs on it. It's still not enough, and I'm wiped out. This is old school gaming in a nutshell. In the old days, you just keep going, because you kinda had no choice. Then that got me thinking, were all these kind of shooters this kinda hard? Only way to find out is by taking on one of the greatest that I remember playing in the arcade, but never on the Super Nintendo, Gradius III. With UN Squadron, you have to choose your characters by your plane and the weapons attached to them. That makes sense now that I've seen the cartoon, but Gradius III is far more streamlined. You have a few options of weapon types to choose from depending on your preference, and then you're off. The more golden enemies you kill, the more power-ups you can select, and the order you decide to pick them in are entirely up to you. Despite not playing this in 20 to 30 years, Gradius 3 feels an awful lot fairer and more fun, and sure enough I managed to make and defeat the first boss before the second level eventually claims me. That I can kinda live with. So to sum up, if you fancy some old school shooter action, stick to Gradius 3 rather than UN Squadron. Or maybe I should just stick to something a little more my pace. Ah, crap.
I wonder how things turned out. It's so quiet out here. I wonder if the guys from Area 88 made it back okay. I can't die now.